supposed to be praying about is, Lord, if you came from a terrible home, don't give me a home like my father's or like my mother's. Change my home. I want to experience what it means to enjoy marital bliss. And as you're praying that prayer, you're also praying for yourself. That don't make me the reason why my husband will regret entering into the institution called marriage. Because you have to become what you're praying for. You must take into considerations their feelings, their ideologies. What's of if you're with somebody from a different country, a different tribe, different nation? Of course, you don't think alike. So you must learn to absorb. You must learn to adjust. Even with our siblings, we make adjustments. How much more our husbands or our spouses? When you marry the right person, duties are not defined. Duties are not defined. So you see that even when when the man sees that you're stressed out and you need to rest, he tells you, take a break. Let me wash the plates. Some of you men that think that it is the role of a woman to wash plates. Obligation mentality. You have started. It is wrong. Mindsets. Because they told you, your father made you believe that a man, if he is seen washing plates, he is less a man. That's a lie. Now let's go to the women. Marriage is slavery. That's a lie. Because you saw your father enslaved your mom does not mean that every man is a captor, or every potential husband is a bandit. No, there are good men out there, loving men. What you're supposed to be praying about is, Lord, if you came from a terrible home, don't give me a home like my father's or like my mother's. Change my home. I want to experience what it means to enjoy marital bliss. And as you're praying that prayer, you're also praying for yourself. That don't make me the reason why my husband will regret entering into the institution called marriage. Because you have to become what you're praying for. Marriage is not slavery. But if you say it's slavery, some of us will like to be enslaved for life. But it's not slavery. It's not. Marriage is an agreement. It's a covenant entered into by two matured minds, two ready minds under God. Why did I say under God? He is the creator of this institution. Under God. Two matured minds. Matured minds, not matured persons in terms of age. Matured minds. Because maturity is the game of the mind. It has nothing to do with your age. We've seen 40-year-old babies. Marriage under God is liberty in its highest form. Liberty in its highest form. And you don't want to take permission to go out. You are a crook. You don't want to be accountable. Excuse me. From the day you were born to the day you die, you must be accountable to someone. As a woman, we naturally, by reason of the fall, we were wired to be accountable to someone. Some of you want to be accountable to your friends. You're going out, you call your friend, I'm going, this is where I will be. I'm going here. I'm going to this place. I'm going to this place. What's the difference in telling the husband you marry, sweetheart, I'm going to visit my friend so place. I'm going to the market. I'm going to church. You feel that that action is slavery. It's not. It's responsibility, which entails accountability. You don't want to be accountable. You want to be free. You want to go out when you want to go out and return when you want to return, with nobody asking you questions. If your parents groomed you like that, they didn't do well. As a young lady, a disciplined lady, one nature you find in a disciplined lady is accountability. What is discipline? Discipline is refusing to do when you're not being watched, what you will not do when you are being watched or you're being monitored. That's discipline. That's just the simple definition of discipline. I know that sleeping out or coming back late at night, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., it's not right for a young lady. What are you doing out there by 11? Except for work reason. What are you doing out there by 11? And I deliberately decided, I'm not married, but I'm not going to come back to my house by 10. I shouldn't be outside by 10 p.m. Whether I'm monitored or I'm not being monitored. I shouldn't be back home. For some of us, when we were growing up, before we got married, like myself, I don't come into my house later than 7 p.m. Except I am in church. I needed no monitor to tell me that at 7, if I'm outside, I am wrong. And so sometimes, if I go to my sister's place and 7 p.m. meets me there, I tell her I'm going to sleep over. I shouldn't be walking around the streets at 7 p.m. That was my principle. When I got into marriage, it was not difficult. It was not difficult. The reason you're finding it difficult to adjust to the principles that should guard a married woman is because you're living a careless life as a single lady. All right. Another wrong reason or wrong mindset that some of us have concerning marriage is that marriage is not good. Some, they tell us, I'm scared. They tell you to be afraid. Marriage is not easy. Hey, it's easy. Very, very easy. Marriage is the simplest form of agreement. Very simple. It alters your life. Oh, yes. It alters everything about you. Oh, yes. Because life is subject to changes and transformation. If you're not married, you cannot tell me that at the age of 36, you were thinking the same way you had your thoughts at 16. No. So married or not married, as you keep growing, alteration is taking place in your life, your thought line, your body, your mindset. Everything is subject to change. You enter into an environment that you're not familiar with. You begin to make adjustments. You get a new job. You begin to make adjustments so that you can retain your job. So life generally is subject to alterations. Why are we now taking the alterations that takes place in marriage as a different thing? It's not different from the alterations that takes place in your life as a living being. So marriage is not difficult. These are the alterations you should expect. They are beautiful alterations. Yeah, you're now with a man or you're now with a woman. You must be accountable. You must take into considerations their feelings, their ideologies. What's of if you're with somebody from a different country, a different tribe, different nation? Of course, you don't think alike. So you must learn to absorb. You must learn to adjust. Even with our siblings, we make adjustments. How much more our husbands or our spouses? I don't know why when it comes to marriage, we have this resentment, this sentiment, because we have heard from those that failed. You need to now hear from those that God is helping, or grace is helping them. And that's why we are coming out on social media to tell you marriage is good, marriage is beautiful, the adjustment is beautiful. You begin to think like a mother. Children coming, the both of you have to adjust in order to watch those children grow. Don't be selfish. Somebody brought you to this world. The person made a lot of sacrifices. Sacrificed her life, sacrificed his life, sacrificed their jobs. Some of us should be closing by 5 p.m. or 6. But because we have children that we have to pick up from school, we would rather let go of the extra allowances that is attached to closing by 5 p.m. and close 1:12 because we have to pick up our kids. Life is all about making sacrifices. A day will come that these same kids will become the shoulders that will carry you. Today, you are concerned about your parents. The moment you earn, you're thinking, what should I send to my mother? Are you not thinking rightly that tomorrow you will be as old as that your mother? You will be as old as that your father. And who will think about you? Who will earn and consider you? So life is in circles. What goes around comes around. The mindset that marriage is difficult, no, it's not difficult. As long as you make up your mind, as long as you are flexible, and as long as you understand the right reasons for getting married, your why should I get married is answered, properly answered, rightly answered, which leads you to the whom should I get married to? Because the right reasons brings the right person. If you marry the right person, it becomes sweet. It's not obligation oriented. As a man, I'm meant to watch TV, go to work, come back, watch TV. She's meant to prepare my food before I come back home. When you marry the right man or you marry the right woman, everybody fuses into each other's life. It's nothing for the man to get into the kitchen and prepare meals for his family. The man does not see it as anything. It's nothing for the woman to pick up the man's clothes and her clothes when she's washing, get some of her husband's clothes to just, ease off since he's not around to wash and just wash them for him. It's nothing for the man, seeing that the woman is preparing breakfast for the children to go to school. It's nothing for the man to pick the children and bathe them, prepare them for school. There's no hard and fast rule that the woman must be the one to wake up by 5, prepare the food for the children, prepare the children for school, and then tap the man and say, honey, I've put your water in the bathroom, go and bath so that you can take us to school. It's not like that. Allow me to just be me. I need to be me on this issue. When you marry the right person, duties are not defined. Duties are not defined. So you see that even when when the man sees that you're stressed out and you need to rest, he tells you, take a break. Let me wash the plates. Some of you men that think that it is the role of a woman to wash plates. Obligation mentality. you have started. It is wrong. Mindsets. Because they told you, your father made you believe that the woman, if that a man, if he is seen washing plate, he is less a man. That's a lie. So, from this video, when I come back in my next video, I'll continue. Begin to get rid of those terrible mindsets so that you can attract the right person. I believe we've had a lovely time in this video, and I believe that this video is going to help you in rebuilding, reshaping your mindset with respect to the institution called marriage, and you will enjoy marital bliss. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.